So Avi and I are celebrating our 14th anniversary this weekend. All I told her was pack a bag, overnight bag, and we were going to do something fun. So we're here at Love Field and she has no idea what I have planned. So come along with us as I take you guys with us on our anniversary weekend. We're going to do some fun things. Like I said, she has no idea. All she knows is that we're at the airport and we're going to Houston. Avia has no idea what I have planned for her this weekend. What you think?
I don't think.
As Avi and I head down the gangway, it's wheels up to Houston. We're flying Southwest Airlines on one of their fancy Boeing 737 MAX 8s. With masks on and spirits high, we're ready for a weekend of kid-less fun. Touchdown in Houston. Nothing says the Lone Star State like a giant cowboy boot and a bedazzled Chevy Impala. Clearly, everything is bigger and shinier in Texas.
Our great driver, our hearse driver, Kenny, and I appreciate your service, brother.
And you're very welcome.
All right.
Shout out to Kenny for getting us here safely. Hertz was ready for us, our name and lights on the gold board. And check out our ride for the weekend, a candy apple red Chevy Trailblazer.
First stop, we're gonna have brunch at the First Watch here in South Bay in Houston. So this is one of our favorite brunch spots, so we're gonna have lunch here.
I had the trifecta with blueberry pancakes and $1 million bacon, while Avia had the scrambled eggs with biscuit and sausage gravy.
All right, so we just had a really nice breakfast at First Watch. Now on to round 2. You ready?
I reckon.
Okay, let's go. All right, so we're here at the next stop. This is something I know that you're gonna have fun with. You're really gonna have a good time. We're gonna take a little step back in time. So we're at the Game Preserve. It's a classic arcade here in Houston that features about 100 different games from the 60s to the 90s.
So these murals that they did on the wall were really cool. They just brought back a lot of memories of games that I used to play as a kid.
So you excited?
Yes, I am ready to go beat your behind in some classic video games.
Well, you are a classic video game geek, which I know. They've got about 100 games at this location, so let's go get started, okay?
All right.
All right, so Galaga is one of her favorite games. And the cool thing about this arcade is you don't need any coins or anything. You just pay $15 per person, and you come in, and it's good all day until midnight. And you can play as many games or as much as you want, so you can stay here for hours. What's your high score?
I don't know yet. Still playing.
I'm talking about, like, this is one of your favorite games. Like, what's your high score?
I think over 100,000.
Okay. It's been a little while, I see. Well, I blew her high score out the water. Avia was second at 59,500. I came in first place, Big Tone, at 75,550, and I haven't played this game in years. All right, next up, we're gonna do Donkey Kong. I haven't played Donkey Kong in years, probably 30 years.
So they had a really nice assortment of pinball games too. And I used to play pinball for hours when I was a kid.
So what are you playing now, Missile Command?
Centipede.
You said you got the high score on
I got the
Galaga?
high score on Galaga.
Oh, okay, I see. This is one of my favorite games too. You're playing Millipede right now, though.
I'm not playing Centipede.
Oh, this is Centipede. Yeah,
Yep.
This is Centipede. So this is a combo game. This is Missile Command, Centipede, and Millipede. Here's another one of my favorite games, Miss Pac-Man. I used to play this at the bowling alley on my way from home after school. This goes back many years too. All you guys that graduated in the 80s know what I'm talking about.
This arcade just brought me back to my time in Syracuse. Y'all from Henniger and Nottingham, Fowler and Corcoran know what I'm talking about. We used to go up to Buttons Arcade on the north side all the time.
Okay, what'd you think?
That was a lot of fun. I played all my classic favorites. And they had some good classic music on in the background. It had, because y'all know my favorites, Hall & Oates and Journey. So they had all the good oldies playing in the background too while you played. That was pretty dope.
That was nice. That was nice. And you know what? I saw a lot of games that I hadn't played on the stand-up consoles, but I used to play on Atari. I used to play on the Atari console. So that was fun actually playing on the old stand-up consoles as well.
And I found some pinball machines that I like. I usually don't do pinball. That's his thing, but it was my thing today too.
Yeah. So we had a lot of fun.
And we'll be back.
On to the next thing. We're going to go ahead and check into our hotel and get ready for dinner. How's that sound?
Yep.
All right. So we'll see you in a bit.
So for dinner, we went to Taste of Texas, which is one of the best steakhouses in Texas. Achieving a 4.7 rating on Google for a steakhouse that has so many visitors is really unheard of. This steakhouse is one of the best that I've ever been to in my life. I mean, everything from the ambiance to the service, everything is top-notch at the Taste of Texas. It was really impressive to see how they decorated the restaurant for Christmas time. It felt very festive, and it was just an exciting environment to be in. I'd been here before, but it was nothing like this. I mean, this brought you back to thinking that you were at Santa's house in the North Pole, literally. So as they led us back to the table, one of the first things that we did was we stopped to choose our meat, which was a really interesting process. They took you back, you got to choose what you wanted, and they'd walk you through the process and cut it right in front of you. Avia chose the 6-ounce filet mignon, and they gave her several options to choose from. Her steak was wet aged for 30 days, which made a huge difference in the taste and quality.
Leaner side, that margarine likes to favor the outside edge. Brings a lot more of that fat to the edge. Makes it a little bit more tender, but the marbled side is where all your flavor is going to be.
Right. I'd like an end that's more marbled, please.
Perfect. We're going to cut a 16 from the marbled end, please. Come on, man.
That was a very impressive process, but that's not it. Let's head to the salad bar.
You've got dry goods and fruit and Monterey Jack and cheddar cheese and apple butter, regular butter, cinnamon butter, and then dinner rolls, Asiago cheese rolls, and jalapeno cornbread, all of which we make in-house.
All I have to say is wow, everything was fantastic. My steak was cooked to perfection, and Avia added on the crab cake in addition to her steak. This was probably the best key lime pie that we've ever had, and with Avia being from Miami, that's saying a whole lot.
Hey guys, so it's Sunday, and we decided to catch a movie here in Houston. We saw Gladiator 2, and that wrapped up our little weekend getaway. So what'd you think of the movie?
It was good. It was gory, and it was long.
Yeah, it was very long. It was very gory, but Denzel did a great job, as did everybody else that was in that movie. So I guess our little weekend is over. We're headed back home and to pick up the minions. Back to Monday. I hope you guys enjoy spending the weekend with us. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and make comments. Tell us about what you thought about this little weekend getaway. Till next time, take care.